Today I'd like to share a few techniques I've used to remove staples from a wooden floor after carpet removal. Here's an overview of all the staples. The most effective way I've found is a pair of side cutters, screwdriver, and it's a little difficult seeing where the staple is. So you just get in here and feel for it. And pull upward. See, all I got was carpet threads. All right, there you go. One gone. All right, I got that one pulled up. Finish it off with this. Another staple gone. Now you're tempted to just hammer them. However, that doesn't work. So you get off most of the debris and feel for it. It's difficult, it's tedious. There you go. You can actually see the staple, and then finish it off with this, right about there. My issue is there's got to be a better way. That's a lot of work when you got an entire helm to do. So let me share some other ideas. The next idea, I thought a scraper on a pole would work. However, that's all you get. So I figured something more heavy duty would work. Now it just skips across the top. I got one. Basically it just bends them over. Not very effective. Here I've got three options. I'm going to try a scraper on a reciprocating saw, a blade, and then I have a blade for the multi-tool. Nice and wide, and it cuts. We'll use this one first. Pretty cool, it fits right in your Sawzall. Ready for scraping. Flat, full power. All it did was hammer it down in. Same thing, it's hammering it in. So that works. Now you can take a hammer and bury it. However, there's still a little bump there, and if you're doing vinyl flooring, that would show through. Next is a Sawzall blade made from metal. I got the longest I could find. It's 12-inch, fine tooth. The idea here is to catch multiple staples all at once and just push down tightly to the floor like this. That's very effective and smooth. This is the route that works good so far. Right there, that whole area is smooth. Now we use the multi-tool with the shaking blade. See how that works? That worked the best as far as control. You just chop one off, slide into the next, next. A child could do this. So both were effective. Right here is a staple that's flush with the wood, just sticking up a little bit. I could just hammer that down, or you could cut it. I chopped the top right off. What's nice about this, you can slide back and forth. If there's anything there, it cuts it. It's a little bit easier to handle than the Sawzall, although the Sawzall is effective. I would use the Sawzall if you had like 50 staples in one area. Then you could cut them all at once. But this will do it just nicely. It was also cutting nails that attach the plywood to the joists that are sticking up. So to wrap things up, what inspired this video is I researched all over YouTube land for an easy way to remove staples. And basically, I found the first example I showed you, which is boring and slow. And then I seen a few other tools guys were using, and they weren't the best. This is a clear winner. I could knock out a room in 10 to 15 minutes tops. The Sawzall is effective, but you have more control with this. So I hope this has helped someone, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching.